All right, welcome back to ESL's King of the Hill here in Burbank. I'm Ultra David.
And I'm Sajam.
So we've seen a couple of 10-2s.
Yeah,
today.
back to back.
A couple of back-to-back 10-2 sets.
Well, it's because they knew, we had 3 sets today. Things have got to be speeding along, right? So they're
That's
trying
right.
to keep things at
That's very nice
a
of them.
breakneck speed. Yeah.
Very, very nice of them. Well, as a result of that, we're going to get to see KBrad versus Arturo coming up, the winners of both of those 10-2 sets.
Right.
Hopefully not in a 10-2 set, but you never know.
That would be too much.
Yeah, it would be.
That'd be a little wild.
It'd
And
be
the
too
interesting
much.
part about it is we have Arturo Sanchez representing the East Coast and KBrad representing the West Coast.
Ooh, nominally the West Coast.
Yeah, a very weird representative. He kind of like moved here, resident now, but he's representing West Coast.
It's true. Yeah,
Right,
he is.
He
Yeah.
is. He lives in Northern
He
California.
does.
You got to root for him if you're on the West Coast, right? But we'll see if he can break the streak, right? This is our second week of East Coast versus West Coast. Yeah. And so far, it's been all West Coast dominated. It's just 1 week, right? It can definitely switch around. But as we mentioned, this is East Coast versus West Coast. Winner of this match will return next week to defend their title. So it'll be KBrad or Arturo coming all the way back out to defend here. And the rules pretty standard. First 10 matches, you can play whatever character you'd like. You can't pick any stage you like, since a few of them are banned because of, weird reasons or just kind of being funky to look at. Yeah, it's the rules. Get used to it, nerds.
Loser can change the character, but again, probably just going to see Cammy versus Dawson throughout. And you know what? It's going to be, as we said, KBrad representing still. You see his nice mug right there with the little King logo right next to it. And then on the left, Sabin, Arturo Sanchez, using the Dawson as he has done for the past couple of decades, and still very, very strong with it.
Yeah, basically the dawn of time.
Ooh, this is something that, you know what? If you come here and you win an ESL King of the Hill, this bad boy right here is your reward.
Well, one of the bad boys at home could also win one by following along at Controller Chaos as well as ESL SF.
That's right.
So those are the different social channels you're going to want to check out, as I just mentioned. If you'd like to win one of those beautiful arcade sticks you just saw all razzle-dazzled out, looking real fancy, you can follow along at Controller Chaos down there, as well as ESL SF. Those are, the little social channels you can check out to try to get more info on everything. And again, as you're sitting at home, if you can't see it, maybe, you got lower quality on your Twitch stream or something like that, you don't have that buff internet. Look, it'll be much more clear to you if you're using a Zowie BenQ monitor, which is provided by Addis. You guys can go and check them out and make sure to thank them for supplying stuff here for ESL and grab yourself a monitor to play on at home.
And every week we make things clear about what's been going on in the fighting game community at UltraChen TV. Here you go. Twitch.tv/UltraChenTV is where you can watch us. We'll be doing that at about 8 p.m. tonight and every Tuesday.
Way to go, David. That was pretty excellent. So it's about time for our match. Been a lot of chatting with everybody, seeing how they feel, waiting for everything to go, but it's time to get into this first 10. East Coast versus West Coast. This is going to be Arturo Sanchez versus KBrad. Ooh, fist bump. There it is.
The bump. KBrad went in for the handshake. No, it was the bump.
Yeah, you see him V-trigger cancel right in the middle? And he was just like, nah, man, not going for it. But, man, we mentioned that body language. Myers, who's a little pent up, was ready to play. Arturo, he's looking calm.
Yeah. Art's been around for forever. Literally, I wasn't joking about the 2 decades thing.
Yeah, I heard him say he started playing in like 98, seriously, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy here.
Yeah,
I'm sure many of our viewers were not born when Arturo Sanchez started playing fighting games. So.
Yeah, that's right. So he has a ton of experience behind him. KBrad has been one of the best players in North America for, the last several years at this point. For a long time, Art was not considered up in there. He had sort of stopped competing at that level. But then towards the end of SF4's life, he came back, and he really picked it back up very quickly. In SF5, he's been up there as well. Bad start for KBrad right there. Tanya said that she wanted to see whether Art would play the defensive or the offensive Sim. I think that the way Sim has to play is sort of a mix of both. You have to keep Cammy out, but you got to go in there too. If you have a chance to do damage, you got to take it on a character like that.
See the late rise on the setup? That's going to be an important part about fighting Dawson, is whether you quick rise or late rise a lot of the setups, right? You change his different options. That's
dang, that was sick.
That was perfect spacing to get that back teleport and intercept. And you know, KBrad, we mentioned a defensive kind of footsie style.
Yeah.
Not that style against Dawson. So I think this style is this matchup maybe puts him a little out of his element. He's got to rush a little bit more than I think he'd normally like to, right? As he is a player who, you know, he mentioned himself, he's more interested in kind of hanging out.
Yeah, but can't really do that so much in this matchup.
I mean, yeah, check out the damage he's taking
I love
already.
the pressure. And using some new sim buffs in there too. That back medium punch definitely better than it was before.
For sure, a real frame trap button this season. Wake up with the back fierce, and he still gets offense here. That nerf DP also really helps Sim in this matchup, right? So you don't have to worry as much about, you know, Cammy just getting out of there.
Right.
Challenge.
Okay. Yeah, a ton of challenges so far in this game. That's something that we're going to have to see KBrad adapt to over this set.
Dive kick, and if he's got to force a mix-up or death. Yeah, and that's exactly what it was. And, you know, Arturo there had perfect interrupts in a lot of the scenarios, not only defensively with buttons, but just like, okay, well, KBrad wants to jump forward in the EX dive kick here. He teleports backwards, lands on top of it with the big fierce. A lot of decisions that have been just preemptive, but really intelligent for what's happening on the screen. Yeah, Ant's here again.
Yeah, and he's willing to take that kind of a trade. As long as the opponent is not in, as long as they're at range, Sim can be happy.
Yeah, and I mean, this is really interesting to see, right? It's definitely KBrad playing a style he is not always known for. Yeah, throw bait finally. It's definitely a weakness of Dalsum. He's one of the few characters that can't throw tech OS. So you really just have to sit there and deal with that grounded throw or no throw mix-up. KBrad just looking for a trade here.
Ooh. That said, I mean, Art is known among sim players for making these big comebacks.
Oh,
EX! Wow. That's what I'm talking about. He has been able to make comebacks as Dalsum, one of the least comeback potential heavy characters in the Street Fighter Pantheon over the last couple of games, meaning Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 4.
Yeah,
you can never count him out.
He's so good in those last moments where you're against Dalsum and you kind of clam up, right? Which is what we just saw, where it was like, all right, I'm just going to hang out. All I need to do is tap a limb. And he's like, look, I'm going to float across the entire screen and get in there and hit back fierce. Man, that preemptive jab, anti-air, doesn't get the juggle. You see a bait there? He was looking for that uppercut just in case.
Yeah.
Mindful play.
KBrad not taking the bait. Instead finds more solid opportunity.
Close to stun. You got to guess between the throw and the no throw. Builds a little meter, back throw, or uppercut to close it out. And KBrad, great round for himself.
Yeah, he looked a lot better. Definitely. Didn't take the intended bait of the wake up DP. But I wonder if, you know, that's something that Art is going to do occasionally, is be worried about DP. But as the set goes on, I want to see how he adapts to that. You know, the rarity of wake up uppercuts on KBrad's side.
The big challenge of that back fierce. Man, his anti-airs have been so good against a character who has many ways to approach. Keeps it up. And the throw again, not quite stunned.
No, very close though.
There it is.
Tried to slide under, but I love the extra button there from KBrad. That's going to do it.
Yeah, it'll be one apiece. So quick turnaround. It was looking like it was about to be 2-0 Arturo, but KBrad really figured out his rhythm. He figured out his own rhythm on which he needs to attack, and the rhythm of Arturo on when he's trying to defend.
Cammy wins.
Couple of close games so far. I don't expect this one to be 10-2.
No, I wouldn't expect that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way this is going, yeah, this looks like we could be in for a grind.
Already we've seen a couple of adaptations and counter adaptations. Oh, yeah, that's not necessarily safe. I'm not sure if that was unsafe there, but it can be.
Oh, the pressure, hit confirm from KBrad. He's looking much cleaner now and finding the approach.
Oh, underneath.
You see KBrad just walk out. Not going to be combo, and the late rise, so he doesn't have to deal with the mix-up.
Back strong, huh? How about that? Here comes the block, and Art just gets out of there.
And you see Art, he's really looking to be above or away from that V-trigger dive kick. He doesn't want to be in a range where that can clip him.
Trying to fight his way, not necessarily safe. In fact, probably was not safe.
Nice chunk for KBrad.
Oh, tried to chase. I love the jab, though.
And the interrupt again.
Anvil into the mix-up.
Yeah, you do that teleport. You whiff, land, KBrad's still waiting for the block stun. He's waiting to block normal.
Yeah.
And then he gets thrown. It just happens so quick. And it's a mix-up that Arturo really likes.
Yeah. Air Strong is coded to not be able to hit people on the ground, even if they're standing birdie. And so it's a great tool to establish a throw. Look for him to go for something like medium kick next time, you know, as the hit.
Escape from KBrad. And this is a much better round for Arturo. Now back to that rhythm.
All right. It's kind of a loss of pressure, though, mid-screen.
The late cancel into the V-trigger. He was trying to hit confirm, it looked like. Oh, caught. But not much. Yeah, getting hit in the air there is okay.
EX, yes. Maintains pressure. Oh, there it is. Another chance, though, for Art. Not over. Trying to battle.
Late cancel again. And the medium kick whip punish.
Huh. I'm kind of surprised that the back medium kick didn't hit from Dawson, but
Yeah, it was like almost point blank. I feel
very
like,
close,
right?
yeah.
Dive kick in, not quite over the limb. And you see Arturo trying to challenge with jab. Gets clipped for it.
Into the corner. Saving bar.
Walk down pressure now.
Art mentioned how he really does not want to take any stand strongs from Cammy, any strongs in general. You can really see why. That's such an important tool for her pressure.
There's so much advantage on it that, you know, it just leads to so much. Oh, no punish from KBrad, and he misses on the dive kick. Look at the gray up there, yeah. About a 180 damage slide, probably.
Ooh, that set, KBrad's in.
Yeah, forces the guess. Arturo taking the throw there as, you know, it's not going to kill. Again, look at all the gray up there. Yeah, he tried to anti-air or, you know, hit a grounded button, and KBrad finds it.
That use of V-skill. That V-skill is what gave him the V-meter for the V-trigger. Yeah, that's really something to pay attention to. He's been using that a lot today.
Yeah.
You don't see Cammys use that very often. It's slow, you know, it doesn't, it's like quite reactable if you're expecting it, but who expects it? Right, it's just so rare that you see Cammy do it, but I do think that's something to look out for the way that KBrad is playing today.
Yeah, and you know, he mentioned that in his interview as something he was looking for. The nice part is, too, is if, you know, you're really close to building V-gauge, and you do V-skill, and they interrupt it, they hit you, which means they're going to build V-gauge anyway. So no matter what, you're going to get it, even worst case scenario. Oh, what a whip punish. He waited for that slide. That was perfect. And the little mix-up after, I wonder if that was intentional.
I don't know, but it was kind of cool.
Spends EX. Wasn't going to build critical art. Patience from Art. And he baited it again. Mix up here.
Yeah, potentially for the round. Ah, wake up TP.
Yeah, as soon as you saw that float, you know, he was going for it.
He could have teleported.
Yeah, but...
You know, it was a mix-up. But a mix-up that KBrad got right.
Still time to anti-air there. Yeah, he's been using that V-skill much more lately. He mentioned he's just been playing a lot of Karen. So that's like basically the reason.
Yeah, well, I like it. I think it's really cool. It'd be great to find a better usage for that V-skill. Cammy has enough tools though.
Yeah, I mean, if she's if he's focused, you know, Arturo is focused on that ground game, that's what'll happen, right? And you know, this gray damage is okay for KBrad because he built a ton of V-gauge. That's what that does. As you're burning from Dawson, you're gaining that V-trigger.
That's true.
Ooh, throw bait. Could have spent EX there.
Yeah, I think that might have killed if he had.
V chase down. It could have been drill. And
you see how Art wait. I mean, Art, you could see him consider, okay, crouching strong? No. Then he stood up again, and he was like, I should anti-air, and he got hit.
Yep.
That's exactly the thought process.
It was the last-minute decision, like, oh, yeah, wait.
Stand jab, no, and it didn't work out.
Because, you know, she could dive kick at the start, she could regular jump, she could dive kick at the end.
Yeah.
And depending on which one you do, a multitude of options will and will not work. So, good luck.
Oh, there's an example of it not working. He did get buttons afterward, but, you know, she has a good enough handle over her ability to move forward, just like that. Look at that. He tried to slide underneath. No, KBrad had the right call.
You see Art challenging with the jab. It's important to hit that button instead of just teching all the time, right? You got to make sure that KBrad knows that option's there too. Counter hit combos.
Oh, no, the Gale!
Not a grounded hit from KBrad though on the punish, and the uppercut works. Now we're back to a game that, you know, Arturo's not out of. Oh, until he stuck his arms out for it. Just the tech.
It's just so tempting to tech. It really is.
It feels like the right idea, and in this game, you know, you gotta guess when that's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Especially as Dawson, you know, he cannot throw tech OS. There's just guessing about it. You can't.
He can do teleport throw OS. I mean, it's like instant air teleport.
Yeah.
It's just tough. I don't know that I've ever seen
or even
Sabin do it.
He can do float OS, but yeah. Pressure now. Blocks from KBrad. Ah, and the late cancel again on the V-trigger.
Nice. Over the front, and he didn't get the combo. Very surprising that back medium kick did not link. That gives KBrad a big chance.
Oh yeah, and you see KBrad had so much gray damage that Arturo is willing to wake up teleport short. Why not? Because if it hits, he's dead. So why not take a little risk there at the end? KBrad certainly didn't seem to be expecting it.
Dawson's life is all about taking risk. Every anti-air is a risk. Every ground control option is a risk. So the pressuring is very much the same.
Back throw after 2 medium punches means he gets that extra gray damage.
A little bit late. That Fierce actually was slowed down in Season 2. That might have worked in Season 1.
Yeah, just a few frames slower, and that'll hurt you in a little situation like that. You see, KBrad's so mindful of when Arturo's going to reversal slide.
Oh, I love that back fierce. He tried to get out, but no.
Challenge. He does have the V gauge available still.
And a lot of great damage built up anyway.
Oh, he got him. And no, the juggle missed.
Yes, nice damage. Maybe one mix-up away. I don't know. That worked out, I guess, for KBrad.
No, not a big punish. He's still alive.
I don't really know what Sim would do better there.
Oh, and the back throw might not more. He's got to be so careful. Oh, he's going to force it. But yeah, good block.
Yeah. From that range, there's no overhead.
Right, so you just got to stay patient.
That's right. You see KBrad just blocking it out, playing very patiently. The slow approach for Sim. Will he teleport or not when he goes up into the air? That is the question.
V-trigger available for KBrad.
Yeah, he blocked out until he had trigger.
Last guess here. He missed it.
What a situation.
He missed the dive kick, and then Arturo slid. If he got that dive kick, he might have got the slide. I think that's what Arturo was thinking to himself was, all right, he's going to jump dive kick. I'm going to slide out of there. But, yeah. Came down to the last hit.
Round 1.
It's good patience from KBrad, but just a missed input, and Arturo was in there. Oh, what footsie? So grounded. Spacing to clip him with that crouching fierce.
Nice pressure right now from KBrad. Art taking the opportunity to get some stun gauge down, but just like that, he's back in and he does the whiff throw. Again, it's just so tempting.
It feels like you gotta. It feels like if I tech here, I'm gonna gain some space. So yeah, I'm gonna be alive. Like I'm living, right? But you know, it's one of those things where it also gets you killed. So it's real scary to do. Counter hit, and KBrad confirms.
And Cammy's one of the best at that. A little shimmy back and forth, the walk speed she has, the confirmability of stand fierce, crouch medium kick, just so good. Oh, not punished. I love the setup, but it wasn't quite there.
The float, and KBrad had a lot of stun, which he's letting dissipate by just hanging out.
Nice, the shield of jump jab. That's not safe. A lot of great damage. Building up.
Oh, got the trigger. And that'll do it, yeah. Just a little guess. And KBrad was wrong.
Final round.
Yeah, again, it could have been air strong. You know, it could have been into the throw. Could have been the other side anyway.
Could have been the upside down, left, right, tiger knee, infinite, inescapable. You never know.
Hopefully somebody will come up with that for Dawson. That'd be pretty sick.
Oh, out of range for down fierce. Oh, that's a big jump. This is the start of the round KBrad needs with all that V-trigger on deck too. Although he's got to watch out for sliding a trigger from Arturo.
There it is. Nice timing on it. And he goes for the cross up again. No flame?
Chase?
Yeah, he waited.
He waited for the teleport. Yeah.
Oh, in the air.
And
wow, tried to press a button.
Yeah, there was an interrupt attempt. Don't know if it was, maybe he could have jumped or backdashed for button or whatever it was, right? Anything there will get you caught.
Well, Steve, I can guarantee that we're not going to have a 10-2.
Right. This has been...
guaranteed.
So far, first of all, set has been super close.
Yes.
Super tense, and a really good representation of what this matchup looks like. This has been a good one. Wow, chase down. Yeah, there's already been an air action from Arturo. Combo. And there's that gray built up. As you mentioned, you know, you just see, look at Cammy while she pressures.
Waited.
Cammy, you see, there's all those hits over and over. Gray damage, gray damage, gray damage. And she hits you once. And you see there's been this little interesting corner mix-up where KBrad has neutral jump to bait slide, and Arturo is now waiting and then back heavy punching it, hitting him with the anvil. So it's been an interesting little corner mix-up, right, where KBrad has been trying to bait out slide into V-trigger with a couple of different options, and Arturo is countering, which is a little evolution.
In there immediately, KBrad, where he wants to be. Got the corner. Crouching jab to interrupt.
That teleport away. I was hoping there was going to be an uppercut.
Pretty rare to come from KBrad.
Yeah, I feel like that float in his face is a little too obvious, right? KBrad was kind of like, I don't know about that guy.
The weight. It's very tough as Sim to believe in yourself enough to just fall back all the way down without doing a teleport. But maybe that's the right call eventually. We'll see what he goes for.
I mean, yeah, when KBrad's, you know, he's looking to bait it out.
Oh, wow.
My
that is crazy times.
Hurt boxes and hit boxes. That's fighting game.
Waiting up there, Art trying to escape desperately, just does not want to be close.
Oh, got him, and that's, man, what a confirm. The ability to do that is like the trademark of a top-level Cammy player.
You have to have that if you're going to be a top-level Cammy player. He had block, 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 right? And didn't press the special move on any of those.
Right.
It was only on the hit. And that obviously wins him the round, but that also kind of strikes fear into the heart of the opponent. Man, I cannot get hit once.
Yeah. And not only that, if I block 5 things in a row and get hit by one of them, this guy's going to confirm and kill me. That is terrifying.
It is.
That takes only certain players can do that, right? And even the best at it, they miss sometimes, which you just saw. But still, like that idea to play against a player like that is really different experience.
From the front still. Wow, okay.
You see him just wait. Yeah, he was kind of hanging out. You see that jump jab from Art.
But it didn't really matter. Yeah, it just didn't really matter that much. KBrad moved forward through it.
Oh, gets the slide. All right. Big. One more will do it here. KBrad still 1 hit can do it now.
Yeah, either way. Oh, no, we thought it was it. It wasn't it.
Thought it was counter. If it's counter hit jab there that hits instead of regular jab, that's KBrad's round. But it was just regular jab. KBrad, you know, down the first round, although it's still a tight set, 4-3.
Ooh. Very nice. Love that stand medium kick.
Jab went the wrong way. That happens a little bit more this season. Normals kind of disobey.
Ooh, no confirm.
Expected maybe a V-trigger or the drill.
This time V-trigger is there.
Oh, got clipped and he had tons of
Look at this movement from Art right now.
A little bit of impatience from KBrad twice there. Oh, the hit confirm. And now this is going to be a big damage. He gets a meaty setup afterwards too, which is the important part.
Still
if he capitalizes, it'll kill.
Oh, no, not quite.
Yeah,
and then there you go.
Art, you know, I mean, it's every Dawson, right? When they're low on life, they have that V-trigger. It's going to be sliding to V-trigger.
Well,
that's the plan.
The V-trigger for Cammy had just run out. If it had been just a few frames before, that would have been the far V-trigger dive kick. Instead, it was the close one. So that might have been what Art was looking for.
Ah, spends it right away. You want to get that critical Art. Nice chunk of 40 right in the start of the round. Now resources in KBrad's favor. Maximizes there and gets back throw too. Dangerous spot for Art now. Oh, what an anti-air.
Yeah, risky button timing, but he got it.
Teleport in behind it, and there's a lot of gray for KBrad. He's got to be careful about pressing too much. Oh man, that was
enough.
Sick.
That was enough by pixels too.
That, yeah, it had been close. But you notice KBrad more than any other Cammy. It goes for that EX drill to get that extra little bit of stun, extra little bit of damage. A lot of other Cammy players are not being as mindful to cash in on those opportunities. A little lead now for KBrad as he moves into 5-3. And Art really been hanging in there. This has been a very close neck and neck set. Look to throw bait again. Art stays patient.
Yeah, just looking for the right moment. That was not an advantage drill there, so he played a little patiently.
What an uppercut. Man, KBrad's been good about that. The hooligan dive kicks, much better this season. You got to respect them after you block them. The goal is to interrupt before they get there.
Yeah. And look at this. This is exactly KBrad's pressure game. Oh, hold on. Missed the combo, or...
Yeah, I think he missed the TK teleport.
Yeah, I think he just didn't get the timing. I was thinking whether he wanted to go for another setup. There are some other setups there, but probably not what he was looking for.
Oh, good snipe. And that gray is regaining, but what a reaction. He had time to dash after it was thrown. And still EX.
Yep.
There was a ton of recovery there. Man, just double right in his face. Just dash up and get that pressure. That new back strong from Cammy, so buff.
And double dash into button. Typically people will go for grab there, but he went in for button instead. I love that mindfulness.
Oh, gonna be punished. Although KBrad being cornered by Dawson is not the end of the world. His V reversal is great for getting out, and even V-trigger, right? I mean, there it is.
Yes.
Regains the positioning. See what the mix-up is on slide into trigger. You see the backdash from KBrad was looking for it.
Or
that means he's ready for it.
Very, very nice. Super is ready as well. And he's looking for it now, just like that. Wow, he's not at all dissuaded by the presence of those flames. He knows he only needs one more hit. But is that going to pay off? Is that going to be a problem for him?
Oh,
Maybe.
the throw. Yeah, you had to guess.
The patience, though. The walk forward from Sim.
Final round.
He's got
That's
that much
gutsy.
advantage. Yeah, he's got that much advantage that he has time to stroll his little legs all the way up in there. Good back teleport timing and reaction. Gotta wonder if now the end of that round where KBrad looked like to be in such a good position will now get to him. He's taking quite a bit of damage on the way in.
Challenge
with
buttons. Little late on that. Allows KBrad to get something going.
Oh, uppercut?
Immediate this time. Yeah, I really feel like KBrad is winning those mix-ups. When should Sim teleport? When should there be a Dragon Punch anti-air? It's really been on KBrad's side.
And there's that slide. He's been doing a great job of baiting the slide. Wow, just wake up, jump in, and he just needs one bait or one hit confirm into super. So yeah, that's why you take the throw.
Yeah.
Oh!
Dash forward. No, if that had been super, that would have been good night.
Oh, should be it, and it is. Man, these scramble scenarios, Arturo has really gone to slide and not many other things, right? It's been slide to try to get under there or escape or just pop in a V-trigger, and KBrad's been doing a job dive kicking on top of it or around it or whiff punishing it.
Although Art is better at the scramble than many Dawson players are, still, as a Sim player, you don't want scrambles. You
Yeah,
want to
even
avoid all scrambles.
Right. Even if you're good at the scramble, if your character's not,
Yeah.
it can be real tough. Cammy definitely much better in the scramble than
For sure.
Dawson.
Great blocking.
Oh, still have time to anti-air jab.
Will he go in? Oh, very slightly. Oh, what a spacing. That's something to recall for the future. I feel like there's a lot of good juice on that.
Yeah, make that V-reversal whip, get a big punish. And KBrad a little antsy after that jump jab, tried to approach, but works out well for him.
Round 2.
Good anti-air, yeah. Much better for Arturo on the anti-airs this round. You know, you have to guess, so really it's just him about making better decisions. Oh, man. He walked in first, too. He didn't even stay all the way away.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
really? Immediately?
Oh, baited it again.
Art gets whatever he wants here. Set up. Oh, no.
Man, if he did a second jab, I feel like that fireball might have
He
come.
might have, actually. That's something to keep in mind. I'm going to look into that later.
That was a cool little idea. KBrad real close. If he gets a Fierce and a V-trigger, it should be the round.
Again, he
uppercut.
just waited.
Yeah, and he waited for the slide, too. That's... Man, KBrad is too
Patience
ready.
is so good. Yeah.
He's too ready for the options. He knows that, you know, Dawson, he wants to get slide and trigger. You know, it gives him a chance to get that V-trigger out there and maybe start a comeback. It's his most reliable way in there, and it just feels like a real good idea. It takes a real top player to make that feel like a bad idea.
Wow. No.
Chase down, yeah.
Art managed to get away. Oh, okay. Goes underneath.
Yeah, it was a punish on the landing there from KBrad. Okay. Yeah, he definitely had advantage to check first. Still has a lot of that V-trigger. He should still have two actions. Yes. Uppercut here, and a throw now will kill.
And that's exactly what comes. KBrad
Yes.
7-3.
That's probably the worst position in Street Fighter V, is when a throw will kill you, because then you can't just say, well, I'll just take the throw.
Yeah.
Right? Because most of the time, that's your answer. You know, if you have to guess between button in a special move or throw, you're just like, all right, well, you know, that's going to do a little less damage. But yeah, that's the unfortunate spot you're put in when you have low life.
Yeah, and if you don't have anything like an invincible reversal, you are stuck.
Yeah, it's tough times.
Don't be there in the first place.
It's basically the answer.
Go back in time. But, you know, Art's been playing that for forever. That's how Super Turbo is. It's been like that since 1994.
It's a weird year.
Yeah. It's a while ago.
Oh, slide. Yeah, it's counter hits, little combo. And that's what he's trying to force now instead, is that light kick in the slide is better for KBrad than him doing the medium kick. Man, what a round.
You know, yeah, I really like that round from Art. There were some preemptive ideas that he had there based on how KBrad had been dealing with things before. Preemptive back fierce, down strong.
Wow, what a reaction. KBrad has been so good about sniping. Oh, man. Counter hit. He's got close to stun.
There it
Again.
is.
It's that walk speed from this character, Cammy. It's so easy for her to get in and out of that range. Challenge.
Really? I love that. That was such a good idea. That, you definitely get the grab after that. Like, as the opponent who got hit by Dragon Button in that situation,
right.
You're not going to press another button. You're
Definitely
not going to do that.
You're like, what did this maniac just do?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even invincible. That's why you're just like, Oh man, what an escape from Arturo. He read that that dive kick was going to be there.
KBrad getting very insistent at those ranges. I don't know if that's a good thing, but I do like the rest of his game. I feel like he's playing this so well. Really back fierce there. Walking up, getting the grab. Very smart. Art
Wow,
really.
He was so ready.
Yeah, I think Art must have been looking for jump forward dive kick. But
He's
it
got to
didn't
watch
come.
the slide in the trigger. Oh, challenge. He threw him out of it. And you got to watch. One hit here for KBrad is super dangerous. Critical Art on deck.
Overhead or low.
Oh, we got him.
Neither. It's crouching fierce, and he confirms it. Should be the round.
Oh,
I would think.
Yeah,
I would think.
He's
Yes,
dead.
there he
He's
is. Yikes.
That is a heartbreaker. Because KBrad was just sitting there down blocking, and Arturo did not sniper. He didn't do jump medium kick. You know, he didn't do anything like that.
Didn't slide. Yeah.
Didn't slide. He was just chilling. And
Yeah.
KBrad was like,
The timing of it was perfect. What can you say?
Round 1.
and he hit confirmed it. And the way he hit the button at the end, his hand came off the stick like, damn, I'm nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he was proud of that one. And I don't know how you couldn't be. Oh, just trying to check after. Was maybe looking for backdash.
Well,
Back throw,
that's
yeah.
it for corner control for Dawson. Just like that, it's KBrad's turn. Great tech. Question is, what can Art set up out of it? Can he actually get out? Not without taking damage. He is out, though.
Yeah, so I think as Art, that's probably worth it. Just get out of the corner for that little bit of damage. Now it's
been
probably
chased, right?
Good block. Oh, not quite enough, and the jab will do it.
Huh.
Must have landed with a button of some sort.
Yeah.
Round 2.
Man, KBrad really put together quite the win streak here. It's been 5 games straight now.
And you can
Counter
see
hit.
Art trying to find things to do. I mean, he started having preemptive back fierce more. He started to do other things preemptively a little bit more, expecting what KBrad's going to do, and that works for a little bit. But then very quickly, KBrad gets the adaptation, and Art has to sort of go back to the wheel of options and consider what to do. Stun? No?
Surprised he didn't spend it, but that'll be that. That
Yeah.
should put KBrad now on match point, set point over Arturo Sanchez.
So it's not a 10-2, but it could be 10-3.
Yeah, it was looking so close at the start.
It
there.
was. It was very close at the start.
It was 3-3, right?
It was at 1.33. That's right.
It's been 6 games
Art
straight.
took the first game. Then there were 3 in a row by Sabin. Then Art had a couple. And then since then, it's been all KBrad.
Man, this guy has been so tough to get off this seat. He really just wants to keep coming down to lovely Southern California.
I like seeing him every week, but you know what? It'd be nice to see maybe somebody else too. We'll see though. If nobody can kick him off, then he deserves to stay on. That's all you can say about that.
Well, fierce out of the air, mix up, and yeah, just take the tech. Oh, just hit a button. Oh man, this could be so bad.
This is such a dangerous situation as a Dawson player. What do? Do you take the risk?
No! Oh, now there's critical art.
Oh, no, he did the thing.
Light punch and light kick, man.
God.
Oh.
It's tough to watch. Match point, KBrad.
And you gotta wonder as Art if you start to crumble a little bit after that one, especially since KBrad got to keep all his meter.
Yeah.
So he didn't even have to commit any resources to that comeback.
Right. What a call. What a timing on that EX dive kick. Opening is there. That stands strong. Open sesame.
Late cancel.
Got it. There's no V reversal.
Yeah, didn't want to corner himself.
Yeah,
I think.
it's right call. And now, how does Art keep his opponent out? Lovely back fierce.
Oh, he
Didn't
missed
get
the
the
Gale.
Gale. Not, well, okay. KBrad didn't challenge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could have hit jab.
I think he could have too.
Pops it. Just takes the back throw. Lots of gauge to work with here, both V and critical art.
Yeah, and if he finds a Hicken from here, it could be it.
Yeah, he'll be dead.
Hey,
That'll
all
do it.
right. Art finds the slide under, taking a round. It had been a while since he'd even taken a round.
Yeah.
Final round.
I mean, he was getting scared to do that slide in a trigger. KBrad has stuffed it with so many different things. Oh, what a read, actually. I mean, you just got to do that early. There's nothing about it.
Right. Unfortunately, if Sim is doing things preemptively and early, that means that he's not controlling space quite as well if the opponent doesn't give in to exactly what he wants them to do. It's sort of harder to control. But you do have to do it sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. And it sends a big message.
KBrad slowly doing it.
Late dive kick. Oh, and he was out of range from the throw. Yeah, Arturo ends up landing a defensive throw.
Well, keep in mind, that's the same kind of throw that's cost him his life a lot of times. This time it worked out, but it hasn't many other times.
Oh, makes the throw, the slide whip. See it again. KBrad backdashing to try to make that slide from Dhalsim whip.
Oh, that super is ready.
Yeah, and it's a set winner.
No challenge. He did it! The stand short. So often after that exact same situation, KBrad is caught pressing buttons. Whether it's immediately or just after the jump medium kick, or jump medium kick to back medium kick into the flame he gets hit by. I'm not really sure why it is that he's pressing buttons so often.
Maybe trying to jump.
Round 1. Fight.
So Art takes a game.
Yeah, fighting a little better on the ground there too with that jab and a back medium kick.
Lots of control again. Oh! Anti-air was there.
That was so clean, man. Art looking much better now, but you know, it's just this one scenario that he needs. That one missed dive kick there means that look at how much space he gave up. He was, you know, half screen and now in the corner, now taking, you know, 40%, 50%.
Just like that,
One missed, it's one missed input.
Oh, that's Dhalsim life.
Oh, sniped it. That slide into V-trigger that Arturo wants, and that's
stun. And match point again, coming up for Ichi KBrad. Coming up now. Yeah, that was a killer for Sabin, right?
For sure.
Just one error, you can fall apart so quickly.
Yeah, and he tried to do jump back drill to, you know, gain some space. Missed it and lost the round.
Oh,
again,
boy.
It's the same thing.
And punished so well, not just out of the air, but a full combo.
Yeah, full grounded punish.
That was a meter loss as well for Art. He tried EX Gale.
Oh, another throw.
Oh, too far!
Oh, KBrad finds the hit. That's huge.
Right, that one mistake is something you have to keep in mind now. Art not taking the bait. Will he take a grab? No.
Oh, what a bait.
And he gets the nice punish. That should be the round. It is.
Meterless kill, too. He doesn't have to spend anything. But KBrad's still on full critical art. Arturo just a little hit from getting it himself, so he's likely going to have it. Oh, yeah. Almost got on top of that dive kick. You see KBrad is consistently under Dhalsim. He's like right under him, and he's coming down with normals, and he's just getting the better of that. Missed dive kick again. How much space KBrad got.
Lots of space control. Again, you know, it's not active stuff. It's not hitting Cammy. It's not building Grey Life, but that's really all that Sim feels like he can do in that kind of situation. Fully stocked now is Art. He wants something. Super, V-trigger, ready to go. Okay, there it is. That might have been a confirm. If so, congrats.
Yeah, pretty sure. He's been late canceling it, so it's likely been a confirm attempt. Drill.
Oh.
Not in range, yeah.
That said, Cammy's in here. Got that hit! Not quite death. Needs one more.
Oh, he could have punished. Good block.
Ooh,
Sniper's such a threat.
Yes, high or low game is a major thing right now. Can't do it anymore. There's EX.
Ooh, the one extra dash. Had that been dash, uppercut, or something like that?
Or if that dash had been just a little bit farther forward, that jump jab doesn't hit like terribly far underneath Sim.
Right.
It's really just around the arm. That was about as close as it came.
Yep. Well, that puts Arturo another game closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9-5 now. Oh, the missed drill again, man. That is so unfortunate. Every time you miss that is Dhalsim. A little high on the body to combo. Oh, no hit confirm. And the patience. KBrad, his defense is so excellent.
It's been a lot better in that situation. He really hasn't taken any bait after that teleport very often in the last sort of half of the set.
Wow, he was ready for it.
What? The fierce? Why not? I suppose it worked.
We baited it again.
So good.
He's done that same thing so many times. The minute he puts himself out of space, Arturo with the slide, and he's ready for it. Jab out of the air, and one more will do it. There
Again, match point. How many times now? This is the third. Match point.
Yeah, Art just keeps bringing it back with some really key decisions, but, you know, KBrad, that's about as good as he's looked so far. That was a really well put together round. Other side, man. Gets the side switch again, corner carry.
A lot of great damage, trying to get away. Yep. Oh, very nice. The timing was correct.
Yeah, these crazy scrambles, Arturo is doing a good job of being slippery. That's the most important part about being Dhalsim in a lot of these scenarios.
It's part of why Art Sim is one of the best at dealing with scrambles among Sim players. Again, though, he just doesn't want to be in a scramble situation. He wants to be away.
Uppercut?
I don't know if he's going to get a chance again. He might die
One
here.
more.
KBrad, one hit.
Oh, he waited in case there was uppercut, and the bait.
Punish.
The bait on the slide again.
That's so good.
I don't think I see anybody else doing
I've never
that.
seen anybody else do that. I'm so impressed by that. By a lot of other things in that set, but that, I think, was excellent.
That is so sick. And he's just, you know, he's backdashing and just buffering drill. Like
Yeah.
every time. And then there's that slide. He sees it. He hits it.
Nice
It's
work.
Super well done. So we're going to head to a little break and then hear from our players about how the set went. We'll see you guys in just a second. Hey guys, welcome back to ESL King of the Hill, KBrad. Another week, champion again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Man, you must really like Southern California, huh?
It's pretty nice.
You just want to keep coming back week after week after week.
It's pretty nice out here.
No one can take you down. So, you had your set against Arturo. There was a couple of interesting things. Was there anything he threw you off with in that set, or was it just business as usual?
No, Art is mad good with the. I didn't know how to deal with the float into the
float
jab.
jab.
So I was like, oh, I'm just drill it, and then it was like just slapping me out of my drill every time. So I was like, I can't DP it because you know my DP is not invincible, right? So I just didn't want to try anything new.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just gonna slowly try to make my way in. Then when he was like taking away a lot of damage, I was like, I can't slowly make my way in. Let me dash because he was waiting for the jumps a lot. So I was like, all right, let me do a couple dashes to try to throw him off. Then when he was checking the dashes, I was like, all right, let me just do short dive kicks to make his like anti-airs whiff. So I just tried a whole bunch of different things to get in because you know when Cammy gets in, if you have a like pretty good Cammy, you know your offense should take over.
Right.
You don't have to worry about DP. You don't have to worry about 3-frame jabs. So a lot of things that you can do against players like that. Well, characters like that, like Dhalsim.
Right. So, you know, your style is kind of like the slow and steady footsie whiff punish style. Do you think that style doesn't work as well against a character like Dhalsim? It's definitely, you know, maybe out of your element to have to approach like that.
Yeah, like, so I feel like if there was, like, his limbs are not super fast, right?
Right.
Like, I can see the fierce. The fierce, I can whiff punish that, but, you know, the strongs and the forwards, you can't really see it. You have to, like, anticipate him doing it.
Right.
So I feel like if there was no delay at all, I would try to, like, whiff punish it. But since it's hard for me to see it, then hit the button right away, like, I'm like, I'm not even going to try that. So that's why you just saw me doing whiff and fierce from full screen. I was like, yeah, whatever.
So I think one of the most interesting things about that set was your predictions and like punishes on his slide.
Yeah.
Like, so every time he had V-trigger and he had slide into V-trigger, you would backdash or you would like neutral jump to bait it and stuff like that. I don't see any other players doing that. That was a really interesting adaptation to deal with Dhalsim.
Yeah. You definitely have to do it in this season because it doesn't go away.
Right.
Like, in season 1, you didn't have to do stuff like that because it was like, okay, I'm just V-reverse you, it's going to go away and you're going to stay in the corners. Like, if you're playing a character other than Cammy. So now it's like, it stays there, and you're losing a lot of great life. And then, you know, he's just doing jabs or float into jab into like or the low.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get hit, and you're gonna lose a lot of damage just for that one like standing forward or that one slide. So I was like, I don't even want to deal with this at all. So I'm just keep backdashing. Like in the situations where I think that he would go for it, let me just backdash and keep the corner. Let me just keep him there in the corner.
Yeah, and then one thing he started to do that was really interesting to stop it was you would neutral jump to beat it, and then he would just back fierce
It would fierce me. Yeah, that was pretty sick. It was a lot of mind games going on in there. He was like, oh, you want a neutral jump? I'm a fierce. And I was like, all right, I'm going to stop neutral jumping then.
Yeah.
So it was pretty sick matches.
That was a really interesting set. So the last question I want to ask you before we get over to hear what Art wants to say about the match. Next week we're going to have PR Rog.
Oh, yeah?
And L.I. Joe. Can either of those players take you off of this King of the Hill spot?
Absolutely, I'm done, bro.
You're done?
I told them, I was like, just get Laura, Balrog, or Urian, and 100% I'm finished.
You're finished?
Finished, done.
Well,
it was nice. It was nice coming back. I will come back next week to get bodied by one of those guys, and then I'm done. I'm finished.
Well, you heard it here first. KBrad, his final week on King of the Hill will be next week. Let's head over to Art to hear what he thought about the match.
All right, so that set started out very close. Ended up that KBrad had something like 5 straight wins, maybe 6 straight wins even. What do you feel changed after the first few games?
Oh, well, I was playing good neutral. Pretty much KBrad just found a way in, and then once you're in there, strong, and that's all she wrote.
But, I mean, in watching you guys play, it felt like you were doing a great job of being slippery at the start and sort of controlling neutrally. He talked about the float jab, that kind of thing. But he ended up sort of getting his way in after that anyway, and pretty consistently. Like, what in particular do you feel was different about it?
He was altering his jump timings a lot, like you said. I was looking for a lot of the jumps because I had a couple of reads with the anvil on dive kicks, which is actually really hard to do, things like that. And I think I was focused too much on the air, and like he snuck his way in on the ground, and then like one combo wall carry, boom, dead.
Yeah, it started to seem like you needed, or like at least you felt like you needed to get preemptive about things. Like there were some times where you would knock him down and immediately throw an anvil, back fierce looking for something like a jump, or you would try to control something on the ground immediately, sort of preemptively. Do you think that you sort of were forced into doing that, or is that something that you would like to do?
Yeah, like, I think I'm kind of forced into doing that because, in this game is very jump heavy. So you always have to watch for the jumps. What really got into my head the most was when I would hit him with an anvil and it wouldn't crush counter. And I do EX fireball and he'd punish me. Right. That was like, after that, I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I had the read, but then like the meter, the situation didn't work out for me.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, thinking about it sort of in total, is there anything that you would have done differently or that you would do differently if you guys get to play again?
Pretty much, it's pretty much about being able to adjust on the fly between the ground game and the air game. Like I said, like I had a pretty good read on the air, but then I wasn't ready for his ground game. And, KBrad is like a really sick player. So, that's to be expected of his adjustment. 10-5, like, I would like to do better, but I was really happy to be on.
All right, man. Well, thanks a lot for coming on. Appreciate it. I think you did really well. I know it's a tough match.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me. And don't forget, guys, Battle Circuit Wednesday, Team Spooky. See you guys all there.
All right. We're going to send it back to the desk.